I'm here.
Mr. Paparad.
Here.
Mr. Biggs. Mr. Rivas.
Here.
Mr. Calera. 7-0, you have a quorum, sir.
Okay, you guys ready to dive right in? Do we, anybody want to say anything? You guys want to say anything before we start this?
Sure. Okay. I just hope that we're all here to find a solution and not kick the can down the road. And that's, I think, the biggest thing. We've got to fix this problem. The first thing that I think we must all agree on, and us as well, is that the scope of the problem and what it is. From all looks at this budget, it looks like going forward, it appears there's about a $7 million shortfall. The commissioners have a proposal. We think we could help work to solve this problem. Keeping in mind we have previously committed to $2 million a year from unallocated CEDA, and that we are more than likely going to be asked to fund this year's current underfunded medical insurance by another $2 million. That would take the balance of the current unallocated CEDA from $7 million to $3 million. So you can see we have a difficult time giving you $2 million a year for 3 years going forward. So what we have done is to go back and look at our CEDA budget. Going forward, we've reduced our CEDA budget, every project pretty much across the board by about 20%. This will allow just under $1 million a year to go into unallocated CEDA in order to be able to live up to our commitment to you of $2 million a year from unallocated CEDA for 3 years. I know there are those of you sitting on that dais that think we should give you all of the CEDA, or that we should forsake everything else that's paying out of this fund because you want it all. Well, you just have to come to the realization that if you were to get all of the CEDA, that you would also get all of the CEDA projects, which account for about $4 million annually. Okay, the other part of the proposal to find the $7 million are the nonprofits that come out of the hospital interest. And we talked about this before. I don't see any place else where it could come. That's $3 million. So you got $2 million that we're going to give you from CEDA, $3 million from hospital interest, and as long as everyone agrees to it, we will underfund the medical insurance by $2 million. As long as everybody understands that we're underfunding it and it's not a reduction or a percentage of the savings in your budget, and that if we need to, we're going to need to come back for an additional appropriation. And keep in mind, if that happens, you won't have available unallocated CEDA to fall back on like we did this year. So that's $2 million from CEDA, $3 million from hospital interest, and $2 million underfunded insurance for a total of $7 million. So I think that should help you come to a realization point that is manageable and tolerable. But I think it's much better to have a target going ahead than to try to shoot from behind.
Thank you for sharing.
Social services you're talking about, I think that number is 3.5.
3.5 bed. The hospital interest will take care of that. And I know there's concern about that not being a recurring fund, but I believe it's going to pick up one way or another. I think the infrastructure is going to go up, and that, probably not make some money on $170 million.
What interest are we getting right now, Mike?
So again,
What kind of interest are we getting on that? Not dollar signs, but what percent interest are we getting on our money? Hospital.
Okay, on the hospital proceeds, I just looked at CDs, to see what we could get. On a 5-year, we can get 2.20% right now. On a 3-year, we can get 1.35 on just a CD. I'm getting as much as 2 and 3% on some agency notes now, but they are what they call step agency notes, and they might start out at 0.5% and go up each year So long as they don't call, then the last year is paid in that highest interest rate. So that, if you took the interest rate you were earning totally, it may come to 1.75 to 1.8, something like that, if it doesn't call over the 5-year period.
Right.
But
If the money were invested.
money market is giving you really almost nothing.
If the money were invested more long-term, better return?
If we could get, if we can do as much as 25%, the 25% of the total fund of the county, the portfolio of the county, we can do that much. And when we first looked at that, that was $61 million, okay? And that, but it's only 5 years. Okay, only 5 years. The only other way to get beyond the interest money, the interest earning restrictions that we have, you're gonna have to invest it in a manner that somebody either at the State Board of Accounts or the state legislator approves. You know, and so that means either equities or annuities or something to that effect.
Now, we were talking just sort of generally.
Or even
about
foundations, yeah, even foundations.
So if we had the money wrapped up in a foundation, I don't know why I'm yelling, because he's hard to hear it.
No, you don't have to holler, I got my hearing aids in, they're way too loud.
Oh, that's because I'm gonna calm down for change. So if we had the money wrapped up, and I think, all I'm asking is, if we're going to use the hospital interest money as sort of a budgetary, operational expense, you know, plug the hole kind of thing, I'd like to know how long-term that could be. You know, if we commit 3.5 and it's only earning 1, we know that sooner or later we're short-sheeted. But if we can get it into a foundation, then what's the potential return on that? Because do we suffer the same restrictions if it's a foundation that's handling the money?
And I don't know if that can be answered yet, I can't answer it.
When we had the meeting and the foundation people came, there was an expectation of 8 to 10% return on money. So you're talking $8-10 million a year if you put $100 million.
So then I guess the question that came up in conversation earlier today, and this has got nothing to do with this, we're going to talk about interest money, we can talk the long haul of it, was if we move it into a foundation, not-for-profit foundation, is there an obligation for a percentage of that money to be charitable? Do we have to make donations? Do we have to do things to maintain the not-for-profit status of that money?
That's why we would like for you guys to take part in have those people come out and explain, because we kind of went through all that. There didn't seem to be that many drawbacks. And I can't speak to the specifics. It's been 8 months or so since we were.
There was some kind of IRS qualification if you're in that foundation. I don't remember exactly what it was. That some percentage or whatever has to be charitable. But how you define that, I don't know. What that gives you, I have no idea.
Yeah, they're all charitable.
Okay. So, all right. So as we sit here today, of course, we all understand that the commitment to fund or shore up the operation expenses from interest money is a short-term fix unless the interest earning substantially increases. We're talking about a short-term fix, which, maybe is the best we can do.
More accurately described as a bridge.
To nowhere.
Do we have an accurate number on what proposed budget versus proposed revenue is?
Well, the submitted budget for the general fund only came to about 46.3 million.
That'll do it. Good night, everybody.
And revenue is?
And this year's total budget came out to 38.8. You have to remember that we
My teachers used to tell me that, but they only say that once. What are we gonna, what do we think we're gonna totally spend for operations this year? I know that we've been doing some things and shoring up some budgets and everything. I know what was budgeted, but what do we really think is gonna cost us, general fund, to operate this county this year? Anybody know that?
Well, last year, the departments returned just under $2 million to the general fund,
Okay.
and that's not of increments. So if you take last year's, is that what you're looking for?
Well, we can start with last year and then kind of, we're spending more this year than we spent last year. I mean, things are increased, but I mean, I'm just wondering what did it,
You're looking at 39 million.
you don't think we spent more than that? We're gonna spend more than that.
There were some, but there, and the auditor could speak to this more, there were some unappropriated expenditures that pushing the total up.
That's what I wanna know.
Okay, and
Right.
that is something that we don't have a budget for, and so.
What are
What are refunds? Last year, there was about, what, 800,000 in the pension fund? I don't know, these are unappropriated expenditures that your office deals with.
Can you add to that?
I think the number, if you're asking me the number, as the auditor, I think 42.
So you think we're gonna spend 42 million
Yeah,
this
not,
year?
no, that's based upon.
That's fine, yeah, I'm not.
I'd say 40, I'd say 42.
Okay.
I'd say right now 38, and there might be a couple million that's returned, that you don't know that till the end, but if the history plays out the way it has in the past, we're giving more money for healthcare, which was under appropriate, under budgeted. You're probably gonna have some, which I was speaking to President Pop right about, you're probably gonna have some fuel, I'm guessing, as it historically has been the case for the end of the year, but we better handle in October on that. I'm saying 42.
And is there any indication that if we didn't increase anything, if everything stayed exactly the same as it was in 2013, and as we roll through 2014, do we see things, if we, and I know we have the big ticket items, but any other major increases that we know coming down the pike? I mean, is fuel gonna go up even more? Do we have any handle on that? Health, we talked about the health insurance.
I think that which we've already pointed out, the PERF is going, the employer portion of PERF is going from 9.5 to 11.
So we've got some increases that are gonna happen.
Right, and then you have,
No matter what.
We also have an election next year, and that's going to have about an increase of something like 473,000. We have the medical and life insurance that's going up from 15,800 to 17,380 per person. And that's the county population, not the employee.
So I guess as we work, the point of this is we work through this budget, we understand that we're already working against, non-general fund money. We're already doing that. And I think that when we get through all these budgets, if we ever get through all these budgets, we're gonna find that we're really paying for those funds. I mean, long term. That's what I think. But there's a whole lot of budgets here that, maybe there's a lot of reductions in here that I missed.
Another big ticket item is maintenance fees. If you look at individual budgets, it may be, 10,000 here, 40,000 here, but when you add them all up together, it's about 173,000.
Yeah, so, all right, so we've got, I'm sorry, go ahead, Bob.
More than the rate, in the budget, that we have suggested raises. I think we need to get them out and that as the end of the budget. What I want to, is that all right with everyone?
I think you have to take out all additional allocations, all additions out of this budget. You consider the big ticket items.
Yeah, and I think that's right, Jim. I think you're right. I think what we should do is probably keep track of the things that we know are sort of inflationary items or mandated increases, unfunded mandated.
Are out of our control.
Okay, and kind of start quantifying what we're gonna be looking at for the year. And I think that, by the time we get to, it's gonna be like peeling an onion, you know, you get one layer to the next.